Hello, welcome to Totally Random, where I've just had to start the video again mid-spiel. So, this isn't a picking video. I'll just put things back in place so my fucking silly story makes sense. I'm just having a coldie and nicotine replacement therapy. I find it really obnoxious when people do that in fucking videos. Mostly fucking vape reviewers when they blow it right in the fucking screen. Anyway, so for this video you're gonna have to put up with me sucking on that fucking thing. Because there's no way I'm paying that amount of fucking money for cigarettes. It's stupid. So what I have here is a Pyro 24 RDTA. I know a lot of people aren't big fans of them, but I got myself a Pico and one of these little Ego T fucking sticks. A bit of Rasmus, courtesy of fucking Vaporize, which is very nice of them, and some glycerin and propylene glycol. I'm going to call that one 12 and that one 24, just for the sake of remembering which one's which, but you can see the difference in the colour. Anyway, this thing has got one of those battery things in it. It's a piece of shit, I think, but anyway. What I was trying to do was get this coil sorted out. Inside of, well, eventually it'll be inside. Hold on, and that would be the beer. Inside of this RDTA. So, RDTA, for those that aren't aware, yeah, if you're a lock sporter who doesn't smoke or isn't trying to quit smoking and using vaping as a solution, which is what I'm currently doing. So I'll just pull that across there. They're 0.04 fuse Claptons. I went through the scrap before, but I realised I didn't have the flash on, and I couldn't really see anything, and neither would you. There we go, they got the right angle. Internal's 24 gauge and 32. So they're just cheap fucking coils from eBay. That's gonna need a snip. Where? Over here. Oh, my beer's over there. Hang on. I did the safety squint, I swear. And it doesn't really matter which way. Well, it does matter which way or which side you put the, doesn't fit in that one. I hope I'm in shot. And then fucking focus. If you want to get up smoking, this is a great way to do it. Might look like a fuck around, and kinda is, but isn't. They could be stretched out a bit. Look neat and square. Never done this through a camera before, so this one's coming off on a funny fucking angle. There's that one. I want to pull them together, but we don't want them touching, so I'm going to have to look at it through the loop just to make sure. We don't want no funny business happening. And just in that state, actually I'll have a go on this. It's great. Big old screen if your eyesight's fucked. Ugh, flash was turned off. Well, two things I should do before I do this. Make sure at the bottom of the 510, which does protrude, so it's safe for use in this situation, is poking out, and that all of these are nipped up. I need a quarter turn. I'm treating it like a car tire, I'll just go alternately. No one's touching no one they shouldn't be touching, which is good. So we're just going to burn these coils. Well, I'm going to check the resistance. Get out of the way. So that's reading point, I don't know if you can see that, 0.4 ohm. You can put it in fire mode and get them to glow. I know there's one side on this RDTA that glow more than the other. Maybe we need to do that classic YouTube trick of strumming them. This thing's got protection circuitry in it, so it'll cut out if you do it for too long. Rightio. I'm not a professional at this site. Okay, so the story in 0.4 ohm. They're probably pretty warm, so I'll pause it for a second and have a sip of beer and not vape in your ear. So, while we're in this deal, we'll just check that it reads as an atomizer, like as it's got an atomizer. So yeah, she's glowing up. We'll leave that and say it's burnt in. 5 clicks turns it off. Hopefully I've got enough space and this doesn't just cut out by its fucking self. Otherwise there's another video that doesn't get uploaded. I got some cotton bacon here. The good thing about Mac mods, you can knock them over. Providing they don't have a glass drip tip or atomizer on them. Just a little bit of warmth in that. So this is almost idiot proof. I mean, provided you're using it like this Aegis X as a regulated mech mod. Now see, I've got a bit too much cotton there, so it'd be wise to toss that bit out. Strip a little bit off. I wish I had too much. It's still a bit tight. And then you come down into that well down there, so I'll chop them off an appropriate length. This is where the picks come in handy. I find a gem does the job. Most people will fluff that cotton out, but it's really not that important. Well, to me, at this point, anyway. And it looks like I have left myself not enough cotton. Let me rectify this situation. So I'll just grab some, just grab some more cotton. I'm just poking it in there. So what's cool about this is, I'm probably, let's put some 12 in it for the purpose of this. Fill it, and spill it everywhere. So those two locator holes meet up with those two holes. That's nice and tight. Something I need to take it off camera and check is that the coils aren't touching each other and or the piece that I just put on there. So I'll just check it reads and it's got an atomizer. It's got a rag which I've got one end wet and the other end dry, so it seems to be working. It's good to wipe down because I spilled a bit of juice on it. So that's a Pyro 24 RDTA, so it's got some 12 mg in it. I'll tell you what, it beats the fuck out of smoking every day of the week. Although the coil is reading at 0.16, that's not right. Just up it to 75 and see how it goes. Plenty of vapour off that. And it's nice with the raspberry too, the Rasmus. So if you're on vaporise, grab yourself some of that. Anyway, that's about it. I might do another one on the Pico, just how to change a fucking coil. But that's just a bit of vape juice, that shit you see on there. It is a bit, it's basically propylene glycol and glycerin, so both food grade. but it is a bit sticky. So, and the way this one works, if you're wondering, if you're going, oh, what do you do once you filled it up? If you want to top the tank up a bit, you can just put a bit of a squirt down there, provided, yeah, I should have closed off the airflow when I did that, so it all gets down. Because you can overflow it through the airflow holes, but luckily I didn't, so that keeps the bottom part filled. The cotton wicks it up through the coil, and yeah. And yeah, and these guys here are IP64V or IP64V rated, so there's people who've dropped them and smashed them and done all sorts of things. And there's also the advocacy side of things, which you should do for yourself and the rest of the community of vapes, obviously. People want to take these devices away from people because more money can be made from smoking, so if you vape, you've got a moral obligation to deal with that. But you can look up vape advocacy groups for yourself if you're a vapor. And if you're a vapor, you're probably already aware of that. Anyway, I've rattled on for heaps long, and all I've really done is rebuilt the coil. I should say rebuilt an atomizer with some pre-built coils, so not exactly what I'd want to use, but as I said, I'm waiting on wire. But yeah, the other thing is there's a couple of casting boxes that'll go out to someone, and I'll probably throw in some other printed stuff as well. Anyway, but before this thing runs out on me, I'll say goodbye, thanks for watching. And what I might do with these is two versions, one where you can put your own pins in them. Let me know in the comments if you watch this video and you're chasing one of those. Because yeah, I've thought of different locators, and I would just have piano wire on hand, so you know, it was just a cheap and dirty solution to a question. Anyway, Father Random Locksticks, I'm out. Here's a something different video.